Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing amazing. In today's video, I will be doing a collective reading. So let's just get started here. Okay. Alrighty, so we have two cards. We have intuition. Okay, so it reads gut feeling, psychic, sixth sense, premonition. Okay. And then we also have healing, wounds, improving, mending, progress. This is a very specific message that's coming through here, guys. I feel that some of you are actually healing from a very possibly a toxic situation or something that just felt extremely repetitive here. And I feel I'm speaking to those of you that feel extremely drained, like you're in the process of healing from it, and maybe you're even using your intuition to kind of guide you at this time here. You have a gut feeling about something that's going to happen, or you had a gut feeling about something and it was later confirmed. Now, something else that I'm, receiving here, guys, is there may be some sort of telepathic communication going on between you and, another individual here. But it's interesting because with the intuition card, we also have healing alongside, where it says wounds, improving, mending, progress. So for some of you, it could be that you're trying to mend a relationship, but the way that it's coming through to me is it seems like you're healing from something that was just very draining. Okay, I'm getting the image of the Nine of Swords. So for some of you, you could feel like your sleeping pattern is kind of all over the place, or you have been losing sleep over this connection here. Okay, but that card does speak about improving in progress. So I do see things getting better, but I can't dismiss the fact that you guys are possibly going through a very heavy period, or you are healing from something that just was taking an emotional toll on you. Okay. Let's see. So we have the Seven of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, and we have the Three of Swords. Yeah, this is observing heartbreak or observing a situation that didn't work out the way that you wanted it to. And I do see that you guys are healing from it, but maybe there's a question of why did things happen the way that they did? Or maybe this week you're realizing kind of the efforts and the time that you've given to this individual, and maybe possibly there's some sort of regret associated with that. Okay. Now, what's interesting is we do have the Three of Swords. It seems like, the heart is not broken evenly. So I wonder if there's some sort of a blame game going on, or is it more so feeling like you did not, if you're resonating with that energy, maybe you feel that, you did not receive the opportunity to tell this person how you feel, or you feel like they don't understand the sorrow or pain that they've put you through. There's something here. Again, it doesn't have to be a blame game or a victim mentality, but something could feel very unfair, is what I'm picking up on. Okay. And something coming through very heavily here, collective, is like your intuition is being confirmed or it's going to be confirmed. Okay, let's start off by seeing how this person's currently viewing you. You're definitely gaining clarity, I feel like, when it comes to this situation here, because even in that card they have the clear quartz, so it's like usually that crystal is used to gain some sort of clarity, and I feel like you guys are gaining the clarity that you're seeking, or possibly something that you were confused about. You're receiving the answers for it. It's how it's coming through to me. Okay, let's see. This person is viewing you as someone who is having a shift in perspective. They feel like you don't view them the same way that you once have. Okay. This person could also view you as kind of like not really doing anything about the situation, more so in a stuck energy or a little bit held back, because the Hanged Man does usually come out when things are at a stalemate. Okay, collective, but what I see here, guys, is they are viewing you as someone who's definitely having a change in perspective. There may be something that was illuminated to you or some sort of truth that you figured out, but this truth stemmed from your intuition. So going back to what I was saying, right? Something that's coming through very heavily here, guys, is you had a gut feeling about something and it was confirmed. And so this person may be aware of that because they're viewing you as someone who knows some sort of truth, but they're also viewing you as not viewing them in the same light or not having the same amount of respect for them as you once did. Yeah, okay, guys. Um, yeah, Eight of Swords in the challenge position. And we also have the Tower. So some of you could be dealing with the Scorpio here. There's Scorpion energy coming through, but we have Eight of Swords and the Tower. There's a very stuck energy because for these two cards to come out in the challenge position, the Eight of Swords is more so feeling mentally stuck. So obviously that could be the challenge here. But with the Tower, it seems that there was some sort of a stuck energy after an unexpected ending. And because there's a stuck energy, there's also, it's almost like your person is having a realization like, okay, something feels more real this time around, or things have been stuck and we were able to move past it, but this time around we're not able to move past it. So it's almost like reality is sinking in for this person. And the Tower could speak about like a wake up call or a realization that you're having. And there's definitely some sort of transformation taking place as well when it comes to this connection here. Eight of Swords almost gives me an energy of your person wondering, what you're up to or where this connection is headed, but they're more so stuck in their thoughts. Someone doesn't feel like themselves this week. Like they're not, they don't want to get up and maybe work, or they don't want to, do the things that they regularly feel like doing. It's almost like I'm getting the word burnout. Or maybe it's just because, someone feels like this connection is taking an emotional toll on them. And again, this is coming out in the mutual energy. So you could be resonating with this energy, but it almost seems to me that what's challenging this connection here is the fact that after some sort of an unexpected event, it was kind of like, okay, let's not speak to each other, or let's just, avoid the conflict at hand. Or maybe it was one party who was doing it, which just caused things to be at a stalemate. Don't get me wrong, I do feel like this is someone who is thinking of you, but I feel that their thoughts, there's some sort of restrictive thoughts that are crossing their mind. They could also be heavily reminded of you this week, or they're receiving some sort of signs about you. Okay, you're viewing them in the Knight of Wands energy. Okay. So you're viewing them as someone that you're very attracted to. You do feel like this person is extremely charming. You may even have very positive memories that you share with them. More specifically, some of you could have traveled together, or you guys were in the process of making travel plans. Now, with the Knight of Wands there, you're viewing them as someone who is very inconsistent with you. So for some of you, the Tower card could represent you kind of putting your foot down or saying, hey, this is not something I'm willing to tolerate anymore because I want something more. Right? So like, even if in the beginning stages when you were getting to know this person, it was fun and it was lighthearted, when you wanted more and you weren't receiving more, it seems that you had to put your foot down. The way that you're viewing them is someone who's fickle. The way that you're viewing them is someone who is charming, someone that you have a lot of fun with, but you feel like they weren't necessarily making a firm decision. Okay. For others of you, you feel like there was some sort of like a stuck energy, or like a waiting game where it's like when you were with this person, things were running smoothly, but then maybe this connection would have a lot of pauses in it, right? Or it would be very on and off, I guess is a better way to explain that energy. And so you would feel overwhelmed because you would be like, where is this going? Because for you to view them as the Knight of Wands, yes, it does speak about someone that you do feel like you have a lot of fun with. You may even view them as an adventurous person, but it's letting me know that you do feel like they were very uncertain. They were very fickle, maybe wanted you to wait around until they were ready to make some sort of a decision. In your feelings, we have the Four of Cups. Yeah, you're growing very impatient and bored with this situation. More than that, there's a lot of disappointment. It's like you wish something happened the way that you had planned it in your mind, or you wish that something just transpired differently. Four of Cups is disappointment. It could also just be more of a focus on the past and not really focused on what's in front of you or focused on a new opportunity. I feel, guys, with the Four of Cups in your feelings, there's also this energy of like you possibly feeling like you, whether it's because you've given this person an ultimatum, there's an energy of you feeling like this person knew what to do, but they chose not to do it. And maybe that was the hurtful part about this relationship here. And that could be the very thing that, you're healing from at this time. The Hermit, yeah. I don't feel like you want to reach out to this person. I feel like you're going within. This may even be a connection that has not only taught you a lot about this person, but it may have revealed a lot about yourself. You've learned a lot about yourself in terms of maybe what you're not willing to tolerate, maybe why you attract the same individuals. There's some sort of very deep introspective period going on because the Hermit is falling in your feelings. You are gaining insight, but you're feeling isolated. Like, I can read it a couple of different ways. Like, for some of you, you may feel isolated in terms of like you feel like you need to figure something out, or there's some sort of critical thinking you need to do on your own and you don't want the advice of others, so it's quite literally you're choosing to be isolated. But for others of you, it could be that you feel that you're not understood by this person, but you don't feel understood by anyone around you right now. Maybe you feel like nothing really resonates with you at this time because this is a very closed off energy. This is, yes, it is stemming from a place of disappointment, but it's almost like this week you just want to keep to yourself. And yes, it has a lot to do with the connection, but in terms of you wanting to step away from this connection, feeling like this connection has really drained you and taken a toll on you. Another thing coming out very heavily in your feelings is you feel extremely misunderstood by this individual. So I don't know if it was like a conversation that you guys had, or you're just like reminiscing on the course of the bond. You just feel like this person never truly understood what you wanted or your true intentions here. We have the Ten of Cups in your feelings and the Ten of Swords. So this is definitely, you healing from a connection that did not work out the way that you wanted it to. For some of you, it seems like the aftermath of a breakup. Ten of Cups to Ten of Swords, two very different energies. Um, Ten of Cups could let me know you had very high hopes here, or you were in a higher level of commitment with this person, but the Ten of Swords could be a very painful ending. In some cases, it could even be read as betrayal. So how I see it here, collective, is that you not only did you have a lot of high hopes for this person, for this connection here, what's bothering you now is the way that things ended, maybe the communication that led up to some sort of ending. And the Ten of Swords could be something that's very hard to accept, but the energy behind it is it had to end. So I wonder if some of you feel like something had to end, whether it's you feel like this connection had to end in order for you guys to try again, or this connection just had to end because you feel like if it kept going, or if it kept going the way that it was, you may feel like it would have backfired on you in the future. Because as much as a Ten of Swords could speak about a painful ending, guys, it also speaks about something that like absolutely has to come to an end for your highest good. And you may not see that while it's happening, but you will see that as you're healing. And that's your second card that you guys, received from the Oracle deck. I also feel like this week you may be reminded of the fact that you and this person have a lot of history, or the word that I'm getting here is journey. So you may feel like this was an extremely long journey, whether it's, trying to work things out with this person, planning for the future, trial and error, that sort of thing. But it's almost like you feel defeated and disappointed this week. And you are hurt because the Ten of Cups is upright, which means you're still viewing this person as someone you have love for. But something else I want to mention is the way that you're viewing them as Knight of Wands, but Ten of Cups is in your feelings. So for some of you, you feel like you fell in love with the potential of this connection or the potential of this person. Because the Ten of Cups doesn't mean you had to be in a full-blown commitment with this person. Maybe some of you were, but you feel like they were very non-committal, or they were acting non-committal. Or for others of you, you feel like you could have been in a very beautiful connection with this person, but they were failing to make a decision. Eight of Swords is being clarified by the King of Cups. This person wants to get their emotions off their chest. Like, they want to tell you how they feel. Someone here could also be going to therapy or counseling. Okay, so when the King of Cups comes out in a spread, it could quite literally speak about counseling or therapy. Ace of Swords, the Tower. Yeah, this is clarity after an unexpected event, or someone gaining clarity in terms of just having a wake-up call. Like, even if there was not an unexpected ending, the Ace of Swords in the Tower could be like a aha moment, or feeling like something is coming full circle, something is beginning to make sense. And with the King of Cups and the Eight of Swords, the reason why your person may feel very trapped right now is they're trapped in their emotions and they're trying to make sense of their emotions. Because the Eight of Swords is more of a mental energy, it's more about logic, but the King of Cups has a lot to do with emotions. So your person here is possibly facing some sort of an internal battle this week, in terms of how do I make sense of these emotions versus, oh my goodness, I feel so many emotions and I really want to get it off my chest here. And again, guys, like Ace of Swords in the Tower is someone really having a realization about what was in front of them. Also having a realization or gaining clarity on something that was, confusing. Again, guys, we are in a retrograde period, and keep in mind, usually nearing the end, so like the third week or going into the fourth week here is when we start to gain clarity, because that's when the retrograde is pretty much going in a downwards motion, right? So how we perceive that, or what happens for us emotionally, is whatever we were confused about the 2 weeks prior or 3 weeks prior, things start coming to light. We start gaining clarity on it. So it makes sense that this energy is coming out now. This person may have felt very confused, may have even thought they were having a hard time seeing past illusions, or they thought that you guys were going to come together or work something out. But now there's an energy of this is it, or reality is sinking in. So the pro is feeling more clear headed about the situation, but the con is accepting the emotions that come with the truth. In their feelings, we have the Three of Pentacles. This could be someone that you've worked with, doesn't have to be. And then we have the Queen of Cups. Look at that, guys. Queen of Cups, King of Cups. This person has a lot of emotions for you, and their emotions are kind of what it feels like is taking a toll on them this week. And with the Three of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups, they want to make peace with you. They want to work something out, but this seems to be coming from their heart space. So this could be someone who wants to reach out to you, tell you that they miss you. They want to reach out to you. They want to tell you that they love you. There's a very nurturing energy coming from this person, or someone who feels like they want to handle things in a very, or they want to handle things, but also be sensitive towards your emotions and your needs and your desires. This person is starting to realize how much they care about you, but because the Three of Pentacles is coming out, it's almost like trying to create a practical plan. Like, yes, I do care, but what am I going to do about it? So someone who's trying to be practical, logical, but they're also feeling like they're almost swimming in their emotions this week. So that's why I did give you guys the example of someone feeling like there's this internal battle between like, their heart and their mind. King of Pentacles and their feelings and the Death card. And in this deck, it's the Death card is death and rebirth. So there's definitely something coming to an end. Doesn't mean that there's not an opportunity for a new beginning, but with the King of Pentacles, this person feels that something needed to come to an end in order for them to realize what was not working in terms of the stability of this connection. King of Pentacles has a lot to do with stability. So, for example, this could be someone who feels like the clarity that they're gaining is they do care for you, but they need to work on themselves, or they need to work on their stability, right? You're viewing them in the Knight of Wands energy, which could be someone who's lacking that stability, right? Who's lacking, whether it's, they're going within and they're figuring out their core values, or they're figuring out what they want moving forward. There's some sort of stability that this person's definitely focused on. Could quite literally just be their finances. But with a Death card, it does speak about something needing to come to an end in order for a new beginning. So there's like this energy of this person feeling like there's a lot of negativity or a lot of sorrow, but they're trying to focus on the optimistic side here. I feel like more than anything, this is someone who is bottling up a lot of emotions, and they want to speak to you about these emotions. And if they're speaking to you right now, it may be a surface level conversation. They're not really getting to the root of how they're feeling or what's bothering them. Because with the Eight of Swords, that could be something you're thinking about, but it doesn't necessarily mean you're communicating it. There's definitely a change in perspective, okay? But this is almost like, for example, like this person could be thinking about the situation with you, and then they can be like, okay, well, this didn't work out because I was not stable, or I was not, at the, or at a space that I wanted to be, or I wasn't satisfied with myself. There's a lot of going within here, but then there's an energy of wanting to respond with not only kindness, but make their emotions very known to you. I will say though, like some sort of unexpected ending, or you not tolerating what you used to tolerate has really made this person go within. But there's like the stability of this connection, or the stability in their personal life. Just the word stability is being highlighted here. And of course, you're going to know your situation better than I will, but I definitely feel like this is someone who feels like that is the very thing that was lacking, in this connection here, the structure. They feel like they could have done more, or they feel like they weren't at the space that they wanted to be. So furthermore, they projected that onto the bond with you. We have the Star card in the potential outcome. And the Star card has a lot to do with healing. You guys have the Healing card. Okay, so confirmation, and we have the Empress. Wow. I see you guys being able to not only heal from this, but move on. For some of you, you're focused on just opportunities that offer you growth, right? For some of you, this connection or this experience here has shaped you into who you are today. And even if you cannot see where you're headed towards something much larger, something much greater. So I see like a very intense healing period taking place. I'm not taking away from the fact that you may be hurt or the fact that maybe some of you do have a family with this person or there's you had high hopes for this connection, but I feel like what you can't see now is you're headed towards a better place or you're manifesting something more for yourself here. I also see in the potential outcome someone realizing your worth, what you were able to bring to the table. But I also see in the potential outcome, you're no longer proving your worth to someone. It's kind of like you either understand what I bring to the table, you either love me for who I am, or you don't, right? Like there's this, it's almost like a period of release or letting go or detaching. So the star card is being clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. We have the King of Pentacles. Wow. King of Cups, Queen of Cups, King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and the Empress, Six of Pentacles. Some of you are manifesting, a situation where there's equal give and take, where there's reciprocity here. Queen of Pentacles, again, not only do you know your worth moving forward, you're going to be very diligent, very careful with where you invest your energy. Because I think that's something that this bond possibly taught many of you is what you bring to the table, but you also maybe learned that, excuse me, not everyone has the same heart as you. Okay, so I can read this two ways. In the potential outcome, you could be healing, and you could be, if you're open to speaking to this person, you could be making it clear that you want equal give and take. But the Star and the Empress to me comes off more like healing from a connection, accepting things for what they are, even if it feels difficult, and moving towards possibly a new situation. And even if you're not connecting with someone new, it could be that this is what you're manifesting for yourself. Queen of Pentacles, very nurturing, very kind, very beautiful energy, but also very cautious with where she puts her energy. So I think that for some of you, she or he, guys, right? No gender, but just being very cautious with what you're investing your energy and time in moving forward. For some of you, there is a connection on the horizon here where you will feel very accepted, where you won't feel like you're bending over backwards for someone who is giving you the bare minimum. So as much as there is some sort of healing taking place for you and you may not feel the best, I see you manifesting something larger, something that will genuinely make you happy. Okay, let's see if there's anything this person wants to communicate with you. You inspire me. I do feel that way. I do feel like there's a lot of change taking place when the Death card comes out in a read as well as a Tower. That is a major change. That is someone going within saying, okay, this is what I need to alter. This is what I need to change. Do I feel like they're being vocal about it? No, but I do feel like they are making the change. Whether it's to, I more so see it as stability. I don't know what comes next. Yeah, I definitely feel like there's a level of confusion. And again, guys, like something is sinking into this person, like I said. Like maybe this is someone where you guys would have a falling out and you guys would make up again. But this time around, something feels very real. Almost like I don't feel like, we're going to come back together. Or if we were to come back together, we should have been back together by now. So it's almost like reality sinking in. I want you so badly. Yeah. This person has a very deep desire for you. It's almost like that saying, I don't remember it verbatim, but like when you detach is pretty much when you attract everything that you wanted. So for some of you, when you were trying to make things work with this person, they weren't on the same page as you. And now that you've detached and you're, going within and you're focused on yourself or moving forward, it seems to me that they have a deep desire for you. Look at this, guys. I am in a committed relationship. So for some of you, that's why you view them in the Knight of Wands energy. You feel like maybe they were in that player-like energy or they had commitments elsewhere. Okay. And for some of you, again, like if they weren't in a committed relationship, you may feel like they felt entitled to a situation or they had responsibilities elsewhere. But it also made them kind of neglect the situation with you. Right. But the Knight of Wands could also be, very charming. Someone who's telling you what you want to hear, but they're not really telling you the truth of the situation here. Okay. So that is what I'm getting for you guys this week. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.